Hello and welcome to my channel, How To with Paul Henderson. Today's episode isn't going to be a truck mod video or an unboxing video. It's going to be about something that I've been going through. The first episode was 10 years ago, and then the following 7, it would happen maybe once or twice a year. And then the last 3, it started increasing in frequency. The last 2, it was even more. And then this year, in 2021, it was happening 2 to 3 times a week, maybe 4. Sometimes it was real mild, sometimes it was a little more severe. But on 8/11/2022, I wound up in an emergency room and I wound up in the hospital for 6 days. After all the testing they did, they came to the conclusion that I had a TIA and I also had a focal seizure. Now, TIA is just like a stroke. It just doesn't last as long. The difference between a stroke and a TIA is that on a stroke, the blood will be blocked going to the brain a lot longer than a TIA. TIA might last just a few minutes, and then the lingering effects might last for like an hour, hour and a half. Well, about a week before, August 11th, which would be like maybe August 6th, I was at work. I had a really bad episode and it affected my bottom lip and I think a partial of my top, but it didn't really affect my speech. But then I felt really off for like an hour, hour and a half, and that's really not the first time. Like I said, it's been increasing over the past 8 months. And then the following week, I wound up in an emergency room and they ran all those tests when I was in hospital stay, and so I had a mini stroke and a seizure. So with that said, and the stuff I checked online about is that now I have like a 30% chance of having a major stroke within the next year. But if you consider all the TIAs I've had since January, I probably have like 4 more months left. So if I can make it past the 4 months, maybe that'll be it. So I'm on 5 medications. Let's see what they, I don't have my glasses on, so we'll see if I can read it. So of course the aspirin, I can't pronounce this one, but it's Metoprolol. And then of course the statin, I've been taking that for about a month. And Pradaxin, and anti-seizure medicine, I think is Keppra. I think that's the anti-seizure medicine. So got 5 pills I got to take every day. Damn it. But anyway, luckily there wasn't any permanent damage, and that's the difference between a minor stroke and a stroke, is there shouldn't be any permanent damage. It should resolve itself in a short period of time. So I was lucky there. But even with the minor stroke, you still need to go to the emergency room because they need to find out if it's an actual stroke or a mini stroke. The seizures, oh, that really sucks, because after they found, when they did the brain scan, they found something on the right side. When they did the, what do you call it? The thing with the electrodes on the head, brain scan, they found something on the right side. So apparently something happened, and the doctor came in and asked, have you ever had any head trauma to the right side of your head? Kind of laughed, and I said, I totally forgot about those. And I started telling him all of them. One was when I was about 3 years old. I fell out of the car, hit my head. Shortly after that, I was over at a neighbor's house, no, my aunt's house, came out of the alleyway, and I was hit by a utility truck in the head. And then when I was 15, crashed my moped into a Volkswagen head on, put a dent in his bubble fender, the same size as my head, so that was on the right side. Fell off the loading dock on Market Basket. Shortly after the moped accident, I was on my 10-speed, landed on my head. I did go to the emergency room for that. They didn't find anything. And then, of course, when I was 21, I took up skiing, and I don't know how many times I bumped my head on on the hard snow. So I guess all those head injuries are finally coming to the surface. So I'm having small seizures, which is probably something to worry about, but I didn't have your conventional seizure where you arms twitch, you fall on the ground, pass out, all that kind of stuff. It was just a focal seizure where it's one side of the brain and then it affects the opposite side of the body, and that's where I was probably getting the numbness from. So in the next week, I have to go see the neurologist at Kaiser, and they're probably going to do a skull cap where you wear it for like 72 hours and it monitors your brain waves for all that time. And I'm sure after that there's going to be more tests. And right now I'm off for the next 2 weeks, possibly more. I'm hoping that this gets all resolved with the medications that I'm taking. So far, ever since I was in hospital, I've had little episodes every single day, and I have told the doctors since I've been out, I've had like 2 to 3 a day. They last about an hour and a half, where I feel off, my heart rate starts going, and when I check my blood pressure, it's a little bit higher than it has been. And then my blood pressure monitor says that I have an irregular heartbeat. So this morning I tested it 3 times in an hour and a half, and each time it said I had irregular heartbeat. Before all this happened, when I would test it, my heart rate might be, my blood pressure might be a little bit high, my heart rate might be a little bit high. Sometimes it'll detect an irregular heartbeat, sometimes it won't, but this time, for the complete hour and a half, it detected it, and I could feel my heart beating faster than normal, or off. You could just feel it. And I felt funny for like 90 minutes. So that's not good. But I just thought maybe I'd make this video and get it out there. So if anyone thinks they're having like a mini stroke or a stroke or a TIA, especially if it affects your speech, go to the emergency room. Don't wait, because they need to, you have a 4-hour window that they can actually treat it, and you should get there. I've been really stupid. When I would have them, I would just shrug it off, walk it off, and it would just disappear after a period of time. And like I already said, it has been increasing, and that's not a good sign at all. And yesterday, I think it was yesterday, when I came back from IHOP, when I was at IHOP, I had an episode, lasted about an hour and a half. I came home, made a short YouTube video for my channel about, I think it was yesterday or day before. Small short YouTube video for my channel saying, talking about a video that should have been out the Sunday before I wound up in the emergency room in the hospital. And then I mentioned like what happened to me. I could see a slight difference in my mouth, how I wasn't showing the same amount of teeth I always show whenever I get in front of the camera. Yeah, so I don't know. 58 years old, 2 years away from 60. Well, actually, what? 58 in 3 months. I'm an old man. So it's just a matter of time. So anyway, if I can make it past the 4 months, hopefully I'll live to be a ripe old 80. That'll be long enough for me. 75, 80. When I can't dye my hair anymore, then that's it. I'm done. And if they end up taking away my license because of the seizures, which I hope they don't, because I haven't had any where I black out. I hope they don't. But if they do, then I'm just gonna fucking retire. I'm not gonna deal with it. It's not worth it. And I don't wanna be one of those people that die at work. We've already had a few people, not at my store, but at other stores. And I work at Ralph's, where they, it was last year, I think, some meat guy was walking out of the meat department and died right there on the floor. And shit. I think it's happening again. I can feel the tingling in my legs, and I feel off. Things, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I just don't feel right. But if it gets worse, then I'll go. not a big baby. But anyway, with all that said, I hope this wasn't boring, and I don't know if it's informative, but I just wanted to put this video out there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It really helps out my channel, and the bell icon, and you'll get notifications as new videos come out. And if you want to make a donation to my channel, tap on the super thanks below the video, and you can make a donation to my channel. And everything I get goes back, damn it, goes back into my channel. Anyway, everyone, have a good day. And damn it, see you in the next video. Bye. Motherfucker. Damn.